that are bothering me about you this week. Number 1, you play too much video games. Number 2, you play too much video games. Number 3, you played video games for like 2 hours before I even got home. Then I tell you, dude, you've been playing too much video games today. And you're like, no, I just got on like a half an hour ago. It's literally been like 5 hours. You've been playing video games for 5 hours. He's like, oh, we hung out today. No, we didn't. We got dinner for half an hour. The rest of the day, you've been playing video games. He's like, whoa, get off the video games.
What are you saying?
Gus. What the fuck are you looking around like that for? I'm saying your fucking name, aren't I? Gus!
What?
You're supposed to spend tonight with me. It's Friday.
Ray, I'm streaming with the boys on Twitch, dude.
Gus, you're supposed to spend tonight with me.
It's boys' night, Ray.
No,
Come
it's
on,
not.
dude,
That's
stop.
Saturday. Today's Friday.
I can't tell her that, bro.
You can't tell me what.
I can't tell her that, bro.
Tell me.
I'm gonna tell her it then.
Tell me.
The boys want me to tell you. Quit y'all bitching and get that ass back in the kitchen, Ray.
The boys fucking
That's
said that.
right. Yeah.
The boys really
All the
fucking
boys
said
are
that.
online right now.
Guys, you have no one online. You're not even streaming
Ray, just
yet.
get out of here, Ray.
You're
I'm about
not
to go
even
live. I'm about to go
streaming.
live right
You're
now.
not
Ray,
even
get the
streaming.
I don't know how you women date men that play video games all day. The patience you guys have is incredible, because the way I would knock that motherfucking headset off their head so quick. I actually dated a man one time. I was asking him to do something. He was playing video games, and he never really played video games ever, but he was playing video games this one day. And I don't know if I should share this piece of information, but I'll do it anyways. I asked him to do something. He's like, oh yeah, you playing video games? Okay, I asked him once. Okay, I'm gonna ask twice. That's kind of against my program, right? But I'm gonna do it because, you know, maybe you just need a simple reminder. I asked him another time. Okay, whatever I said. Don't know what I asked. He continuously is playing his video game. The way I ripped that fucking shit out the wall so quick. Yeah. So I don't know how you guys do it, truthfully, because I'm telling you, that man didn't even play video games. And he never played video games around me after that time either.
My boyfriend loves to play video games. And when he gets into his video games, like sometimes like he's, you know, playing for like 3 hours at a time and like I don't hear from him. And I know he's just probably playing video games, or maybe he went to go do some laundry or like clean the house or like whatever. I don't know. But like that intrusive thought comes in and it's like, he's cheating on you. And I was like, is he? Do we really think that that's plausible? Like, no. Let's be for fucking real. He's playing video games. Everything is fine. You don't need to worry about this. Shut the fuck up.
A whole subgenre on Reset Era and Steam forums has been tracking this since 2024. Women branding gaming as undateable, men responding by treating it as confirmation they're better off alone. The reaction online is mutual. She filters him out. He filters her out. Both walk away calling the other delusional.
I'm also going to say, I'm going to be making several videos about this Valentine's Day and this man who put in literally no freaking effort because of how pissed I am, and he will never see these videos. But he's going to get mad that I'm telling people about what he did when he should just not have done it in the first place. So I was walking out because this guy promised me flowers. He promised me like a little beach date. He promised me dinner. Nothing expensive. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is effort that he promised he would give to me, and he did not. And that night I was obviously very upset because what the heck, dude, after all this about planning and promising and all this stuff. And so I'm mad, and I give him 3 chances, and I let him know, if I walk out that door right now, I'm not coming back. This is your last chance. I've given you multiple mini chances, and I basically just go on this rant like, you don't give any effort, whatever. And he gets mad whenever someone says he doesn't do anything or whatever. He just gets so mad. And mind you, the entire time of this conversation, he's playing video games, and I don't think he's looked at me once. Maybe he's turned around a second. His back is to me. He is playing video games. I am walking out the door. I'm also crying, as I've been crying for... Oh my god, gosh, you hate it. I've been crying for like an hour. Like, you know, he's playing video games the entire time. He's playing GTA, whatever the fuck, right? The entire time. And I remember being at the doorway, literally saying, please, 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 can you not choose me in this damn instant? Can you not choose me? And at the time, I already should have been done. So I'm sorry, girlies, that I keep begging for this man to, like, give me attention. He clearly does not even like me. And he's kept me around for a year and a half. And I'm cleaning on the door and I'm like, please, please, please. Snot is probably coming out of my eye. I also am not feeling well. My diabetes my blood sugars are out of the roof. And I'm just crying. I'm like, this is the last chance that I am giving you. And I gave you 3 of them that night. Don't let me walk out the door, because I'm not coming back. And this man just continues to play GTA, whatever. Fuck! And this man just keeps continuing to play GTA, does not look at me, and I walk out the door, and still does not fucking care! Fuck! Oh my god, I hate this guy. Oh my god, I hate this guy so much.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 4 years now and living together for almost 2. We really love each other, and I think both hope to move on to marriage and kids someday. But the problem is he plays video games every day. If it was up to him, he would be gaming nonstop morning to night. This is a huge red flag and a turnoff for me and has caused most of our major fights. I'm worried that it seems like he doesn't have any other interest or desires to live life outside of gaming and watching sports. I find it hard to imagine my life with children married to a man that just wants to stay inside every day and game. We've talked about this issue and he promises that he will change, but even when we go out to dinner or on a quick walk, it seems like he's just rushing to get through it to get back to gaming. This is such a turnoff and a problem for me. Help.
One thing that I'm thinking of is talk about your schedules. What are your schedules like? What's your work schedule, at home schedule, and figure out a time where it's like this time is slotted specifically for us, at least during the week.
I mean, this would be a deal breaker for me. If I was with someone who only spent their time playing video games or watching sports, and like if this was all consuming to them, where this was all that they could think about, they weren't helping me do things, they didn't want to make plans on the weekends, get out of the house, do other things, because that's important to me, is to go out, do activities and other things together. This would be a deal breaker for me.
A Statista survey out of February 2025 found 78% of male gamers say playing introduces them to new friendships, and roughly half say they've met a close friend, a spouse, or a significant other through gaming itself. So while one half of the population calls gaming a relationship killer, the other half is forming relationships through it. 2 different planets describing the same activity.
If you have a girl in your bed and you choose an Xbox or any sort of gaming console over them, you are not a man. You're telling me that you have a girl in your room and you just want to play Fortnite? There's so many guys out there that is never going to have that, and you just want to play Xbox. What is wrong with you? Are you gay? Are you gay? I'm saying I don't want to hear it when you're crying when she leaves you. Be like, oh man, I was with my girl for like 2 years. And it was all good, and then she finally left, like, shut up. You don't play freaking Fortnite when your girl's over. See, if I was in that situation where there was a girl in my room, very rare occasion, not gonna happen, I would build Legos with her. I would not just ignore her and just have her sit in the corner. But yeah, that was my daily message. If you're in that position as a girl, I'm sorry. I will treat you better. And if you're a guy in that situation, what is wrong with you? Like I said, you are not a man. You're not a man. Go give your girlfriend the attention she deserves.
The math underneath the choice runs uncomfortably clean. A $70 game delivers roughly 60 to 200 hours of entertainment. The same $70 covers about a third of one dinner with somebody he met 3 days ago on Hinge. One option has a guaranteed payoff. The other comes with no warranty whatsoever.
So when I was dating this guy, the first time I went over to his apartment, I noticed he had a video game console on his entertainment center, and I was like, oh no, are you a gamer? Because the guy that I dated before him, like, literally prioritized video games over a relationship, and it got to the point where he would choose playing video games over spending time with me. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, like, don't tell me you play video games. And he was like, oh no, not at all. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like in high school and college, yeah, I played a lot, and like my brother plays a lot, and sometimes he'll call me and ask me to play a game with him, but I maybe play like once every couple of months, honestly. Like, I just have it there because my brother still likes to play games with me sometimes. And I was like, okay. I said, honestly, I don't really care if you play video games. I was like, but as long as it's not something that's gonna like overtake your relationship. Has that ever been a problem in the past? He was like, no, like I said, for like the last few years, haven't really played video games at all. At the beginning of COVID, I was playing a lot to keep in touch with my friends, but now like that's settled down. No, I really I maybe play like once every few months with my brother or something. And I was like, okay, well, that's totally fine, right? I don't care about that at all. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really care if you actually play, but I just don't want it to be like a problem in relationships. And he was like, oh yeah, that would never be a problem. Fast forward probably like a month or so goes by, and the way his apartment worked, you had to like buzz in at the bottom, and then he would let me in. But one of his neighbors was opening the door, so I didn't need to buzz him. So I just texted him that I was there. I came up to his apartment, and I hear like yelling and explosions, and I'm like, oh, he's playing a video game. So I knock on the door, and immediately there's like scrambling. The TV turns off. He's like, that stuff's going on. His dog's barking. And I'm like, okay, kind of a lot of chaos. Just open the door. He comes over, and he's like, hey, I didn't know you were here. And I said, well, I texted you, but you were probably too busy playing your video game. And he was like, I wasn't playing a video game. And I said, oh, it sounded like you were playing a game like in the hallway. And he was like, oh no, like sometimes you can hear my neighbor playing games. Like I wasn't playing a game. I was like, oh, okay, well, what were you doing? He said, oh, I was watching a movie, but I just turned it off because I figured once you got here, I just want to spend time with you. And I was like, okay, he was very obviously playing a video game and he just doesn't want me to know about it. Like, whatever, we had just started dating. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just kind of brushed it off. He eventually convinces me to move in with him. And we spend probably like literally the entire summer together. And I'm working like a lot of like 12-hour shifts. I was working at a restaurant, so there were a lot of times where I was gone for like literally more than half of the day. So there would be plenty of times where he could have been playing the video games behind my back and I just wouldn't have known. But throughout the entire time we were living together, I did not see him play video games one singular time, okay? Then one day his brother calls him and he's like, hey man, do you want to pick up this game? And he's like, no, like Sydney's here and I just don't really want to play. And I said, I don't care if you play, like you can go on right now. We've been hanging out all day. It's really fine if you play. And he was like, no, I don't really think and he just like changed the subject. His brother was like, okay, well, I miss playing with you. And he was just like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. And his brother was like, okay. And they just changed the subject, right? And I thought that was a little bit weird, but I'm like, you don't have to be so aggressive about not playing video games. I don't care if you play with your brother sometimes. And he was like, well, I don't want to. And I said, okay, that's fine. Eventually we moved into our own place together. And the first like 4 or 5 months, again, he's not playing video games at all. And of course there were times when I was leaving the house, going to yoga, hanging out with my friends, whatever, where he would have had plenty of time to be doing it behind my back. But he made it seem he was very adamant about the fact that he was not playing video games. Then we're living together for probably about 5 months. And one day after dinner, he goes, hey, do you mind? Like my brother just texted and asked if I want to get on this game with him. Do you mind if I play? I said, of course not. Like you can play as much as you want. I literally don't care. Because he had never been playing around me before. So I'm like, yeah, if you want to play for a couple of hours after dinner, one time, I don't give a fuck at all, right? An entire month, he starts playing video games from the second we finish eating dinner until after I went to bed. Hours on end every night for a full month he's playing video games. I'm Googling, why is my boyfriend playing so many video games? Like, what's going on? I'm like, is something wrong in our relationship? Like, I tried to talk to him about it and he was like, I just really like playing video games, Sydney. And I'm like, okay. So finally one day I sat him down and I was like, hey, you're starting to prioritize playing video games over our relationship and I don't really know how I feel about that. And he was like, Sydney, seriously? I didn't play for like the almost entire first year that we dated. I could only play when you weren't in the house. And then we started spending kind of a lot of time together. And now that we're here together, we have the same work schedule. Like, I have like no time to play behind your back. And I said, oh, so you were just lying and playing behind my back this whole time? And he was like, well, I mean, yeah, you said you broke up with your last ex because you played too many video games. So, like, I didn't want to play too many video games around you. So like, yeah, every time you left, I would try to sneak a game in. And I said, I never said that I broke up with my ex because he played too many video games. He was like, well, I could read between the lines. I'm like, okay, are you illiterate? Because that's not what I said at all. I said, no, I broke up with him for completely different reasons unrelated to video games. It was a pain point for sure. It was annoying, but like, that's not why I broke up with him. And he was like, okay, well, I just didn't want to take any chances. I didn't think you would have wanted to date me if you knew how much I actually like to play. I said, so you just lied about playing video games? You're just gonna wait until we've been living together for like almost 6 months to reveal that you're addicted to video games? Like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, come on, I'm not addicted. I just like to play. It's like a good way for me to bond with my brother, whatever. I'm like, your brother's not even on this game, right? But I was like, you know what? If you really want to play video games that much, that's fine. But also, can we like squeeze in some more quality time? And he was like, well, we literally live together. And I said, that just because we're in the same house doesn't mean we're spending quality time together. If you're gonna play video games this often and this much, that's fine. But we need to like set aside separate times for us to also have quality time if we're not gonna have it in the evenings anymore, right? And he's like, okay, I mean, I guess, whatever. I'm like, what is going on? The next day, I come downstairs and he's playing the video game. And I'm like, oh, back on your game already. And he was like, no, but look. And what he had done was he changed the main avatar in his game to a character that he thought looked like me. And he said, so look, it's kind of like when I'm playing, we're spending time together. Like you said, quality time. Now the avatar looks just like you. The whole time I'm playing, I'm just going to be thinking about my girl. I said, yeah, I'm not sure that's really going to fix the problem. Like, we're still gonna have to like have scheduled date nights if this is what you want to do. Like, if you want to play video games all the time, that's fine, but we're gonna have to find other ways to spend time together. And he was like, but look, she looks just like you. As if that was just gonna like make everything better.
The grow up and stop playing video games line keeps backfiring. Gaming is a $200 billion global industry. The average gamer is 35. Most are college educated, employed, and increasingly female themselves. Calling it immature isn't an insult. It's a generational misread that men have stopped bothering to correct.
It's important to play video games as you get older because that's how you check in on your boys. When I send the text, where we dropping, what I'm really saying is, tell me about your day, bro. Like, my strongest friendships are the ones where I hear their sweet little voice in my Turtle Beach headset at least once a week. It's hard for guys to talk about their feelings sometimes. That's why you gotta distract them by mowing down hordes of zombies together. And then you can go, so how's everything in your relationship, bro? Because video games have ups and downs, just like life. So yes, sometimes I'll be sawing a heretic in half, but other times I'll be running to get position, and that's when I hear Kyle tell me about how he feels underappreciated at work. Like, the most vulnerable I've ever heard my boy be was right after calling a mortar strike on a squad full of Snoop Dogs. Like, I might not hold my boy's hand in person, but I'll definitely hold it when they bring Verdansk back and we storm Super together.
As a gamer, bro, females fail to realize, bro, some of the realest niggas we'll ever meet in life have came from the game. At least every friend group has at least one nigga that they met on the game, or that they still probably ain't met. It's probably been like 10 plus years.
The community piece is what the critique always misses. A man with a regular online gaming group has 3 to 5 guys he talks to weekly, shares wins with, vents to, and stays accountable around. That's not isolation. That's a functioning friendship circle running on a $15 a month subscription instead of a $200 happy hour bar tab.
If I threw the games away today, he would divorce me. Yes.
No, if she actually did that, the moment you got home.
But no, and then I gave him, and then I said, okay, that's not fair because it's your hobby. Listen, I said, I just need you to game an hour a day, and I said, and then me do something an hour a day.
Well, why? Why are we doing this like weird artificial cap? That doesn't make sense either. I don't want to go in the extreme other direction.
Because
sometimes there will be more time, and sometimes you got to man the fuck up, and there won't be time. And also, you need to get a job. But regardless, like, there will be days where it's okay. Maybe he needs a little extra space. That's okay. Maybe you need a little extra space too. Doing this artificial cap, it doesn't really make sense.
But the thing is that it's usually from the time our daughter goes to sleep until 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. That's how long he's playing every single day. Yes. Yes.
When's the last time he's been in you?
I don't know.
3 months?
3, 4 months. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Watch what happens when she tries to demand he abandon the gaming group. The group has been there before her, supports him without conditions, and asks nothing in return. The relationship is 6 months old and already comes with a list of complaints. Forcing him to choose isn't a power move. It's a math problem he can solve in his head.
If you are a person who has problems with your partner playing video games, I'm very curious to ask genuinely why, like no shade. I've only had this happen to me once really, but I feel like I see comments about it all the time, and is it issues with your partners playing for too long? Or do you just see video games as like not acceptable for some reason? Which I would argue is like nonsense if you willingly watch TV, right? Because I just spend the time playing video games that most people watch TV. But I don't know. I was like curious if there's an actual, genuine, legitimate reason for this apparent phenomenon. Like, are they genuinely ignoring you and video games are too addictive and it's like more that you have issues with dating somebody who's like unhealthily addicted to something? Again, just genuinely curious.
The crying ultimatum always ends the same. She gives him 48 hours to pick. He thinks about it for 48 seconds. She gets ghosted by Friday. The PlayStation stays plugged in. He fires up his Discord at 9 p.m. and tells his friends what happened. They laugh. They keep playing.
The reason why a lot of men are giving up on dating and rather play a video game is not going to nag somebody. A video game is going to give a man mind some relief to not think about work and the stresses he got to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Men are getting tired of paying these outrageous prices, you know what I'm saying, to go out to eat. And even though they got the money, they simply just don't want to pay it because it's dumb. We get called cheap. Nobody wants to keep hearing that stuff. A lot of men are now learning that y'all can't manipulate them anymore. And that's what I want to teach men. You cannot manipulate a man into making him do this dumb stuff for you just by calling him cheap, bum, and a dusty. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all definitions of a dusty is not even accurate. Y'all call a hardworking man a dusty, but you go talk to that dude that really ain't got no money. He just got the look. You know what I'm saying? He's not a dusty. So a lot of men are just getting tired of dating. It's just unrealistic bull crap.
A hobby that builds community, costs less than a single bar tab, and asks nothing of you in return is not a problem to apologize for. The men playing have a network, a routine, and a place to land. Anyone framing that as immature is asking you to give up infrastructure she can't replace.
Subscribe to Alpha Reloaded for more. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit that like button on your way out. See you next time.